Hello, hello. We've been busy lately. You have any idea what we might be up to? Well, if that didn't give it away, coming over here and boom. That's right, that's 75 Hunter. That unlocks the ability to catch moonlight moths. So now we don't have to go farming ranars anymore. We can just catch moonlight moths and use those to restore prayer. I'm guessing they're pretty good in most places. It's basically free prayer potions. So yeah, check it out, 75 Hunter, holy crap. We went full iron and we started doing our birdhouse runs and, farming our giant seaweed. I did end up completing a few quests, one of the more important one being the Perilous Moons quest, which I'm familiar with the boss, so it was a very easy quest for me, but now we have the Perilous Moons unlocked, which means we can start grinding for some gear there. And the best part about that is that they don't require anything at all. Most importantly, we did the quests required for Beneath Cursed Sands to get the Circlet of Water, so I can go mining sand in the desert without having to bring water skins. I also did a Kingdom Divided for a hard clue for the stinking song required. So check this out. Boom. Look at all these loot sacks we got. Almost 100. So I did start, I think you could do basic rumors at like 42 or something. It turns out you can't get any of the special loot out of the basic sack, so I didn't really start picking up on the rumors until 57 when I could do the adept level ones. So we got 68 of those, and now we have 26 of the experts. So this is a lot of loot sacks to open. So we're going to open the 4 basic loot sacks. There's nothing you can really get that's crazy in there. All I really want, I guess, is like Quetzal feed so I can open up the Quetzal teleport system. I think I need like 70 total to get them all, but we'll see. So nothing crazy out of these. So we're just going to open them. Some Quetzal feed. You'll get, logs, hunter spear tips, raw pyre fox. That's basically all the rewards we're going to get out of these. Boom, all those out of the way. Some logs. Teak and mahogany will actually be nice. So with the adept loot sacks, there's 4 guild hunter pieces, which basically increases your catch rate for catching, hunter creatures, which is really nice. There's 4 set pieces, each has a 1 in 50 drop rate. And then there is the huntsman kit, which I feel like works like the tackle box. It works like the tackle box where you can put a bunch of your hunter equipment in there. And then there's an enhanced Quetzal whistle, which you use the Quetzal whistle to teleport here to the Hunters Guild. And basically, I think it has like 20 charges instead of the 5. So I would like to see all of those things. They're all a 1 in 50 drop rate. I have 68. So I think this is enough to get all 4 pieces, unless you can get duplicates, which I'm not sure. So here we go, 68. This took a long time. I mean, basically I went from 57 to 75 only doing Hunter's rumors, so that was almost a total of 100. So let's do this. Let's see the Guild Hunter pieces. I want to see it. 1, we're just going to get a bunch of meat. We can get some herbs and stuff. 2, there we go. Bird's nests are nice. Sun-kissed bones. I'll have to figure out what to do with those. Logs. We'll take all the logs. No birdhouse and stuff. Grimy quorms. I want all the herbs. That would be great. Okay. More herbs. Ranars are nice, even though I can get the moonlight moths now. Also, that looks like cheese. They're making scrambled eggs in there. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Boom. All right, what is this? Number 8. I'm gonna put this down here so it's like not in the way. Bam. Okay, we got the enhanced Quetzal whistle blueprint, which is really nice. Let's see. Let's check. Requires a knife and a set of logs. Let's see if we can just make that now. Craft. There we go. You craft yourself an enhanced Quetzal whistle. Hooray. So now let's check our charges on there. 2 charges remaining. Okay, let's go fill it up. You see I have a bunch of meat in here. Oh my gosh. And to replenish your whistle, you always just give this guy meats up here from hunter creatures. Let's see how far up we can fill this thing. All right, so we filled the birds up on meat, and now we can check our whistle, and now it has 20 charges, which is amazing, because before 5 charges goes out really, really quick. Also, is a good teleport. It takes you right here, and the farming spot's right there, so it beats having to teleport here with the Civitas teleport, which takes law runes and running there, versus here, which just takes meat, which I already got, so huge. And now let's find those guild hunter pieces and huntsman kit, right? Come on. Bam. Magic logs. Wow. And some Aventos. I'm wanting 70 Quetzal feeds. I hope I reach there. Actually, let's also check that really quick. If we go here to the Quetzal transport system with Mr. Reno over here, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 locked ones. So I think they take 10 Quetzal feet each. So 60 total, and then I have them all unlocked, and then I can travel pretty freely around Varlamore, which would be really nice. I'm surprised there's not one up here. All right, 58 more. Bam. And we're getting a lot of bone shards. I'm hoping those are useful. I know you can do prayer training with those. We got some coinage. I want to see these herbs go up. These seem to be not very common. Boom. All right, more herbs. Awesome. All right, 50 left. I think that was almost 20 already. I think that was 18 of them, and I still haven't gotten one. Guild Hunter. So keep hope alive, right? 50 left. Boom. 49. We got 14 Quetzal feed. 46. 45. Oh man, a little bit more herbs there. There we go. Guild Hunter headwear. That's one down. Can we get them all? We got 42 left, and we can still get them in the expert loot sec. So, yes. Hold on. Let's bank this gear we've been wearing all week. All stinking week we've been wearing that. Wear it. Boom. Well, you can't really see it. Come out here and look at him. Oh yeah. Now that's a Guild Hunter. Let's keep going. More Quetzal feed. All right. Herbage. There we go. We got the Huntsman's kit. Let's go. All right. So let's see. View. Yeah. So it's like the tackle box. We can put all our hunter equipment in here. Actually, really nice. I like that. I wonder if we can put meats and stuff in there too. I'm not sure. Okay. Now we've gotten the enhanced Quetzal whistle, the Huntsman's kit, and the Guild Hunter headwear. So 3 more Guild Hunter pieces to go. Let's do this. 38 left. Bam. More herbs. And we're getting, look at all these bird nests too. And Candentines. 31. 30. I mean, this is all good herb lore stuff. The meats, I don't know so much. This is just for refilling the Quetzal whistle, I guess. I don't really know what to do with all these meats. There's so many meats, man. I'm the meat man. 28 left. 27. We only have 28 feeds. 24. 23, 29 feeds. I only got 1 out of there. Got some coinages. 20 left. 19. 18. 17. Got some more herbs. Some lanties. 16 to go. 15. We're missing 3 pieces. Come on. 13. 12. 11. 10. 10 more to go. 9. All right, we're getting more Quetzal feed. Some coins, not the greatest, but these herbs are looking nice. I really appreciate those. 4. 3. 2. 1. And boom. So we still got 3 more Guild Hunter pieces. I was kind of hoping for all of them. Maybe that was hoping for too much. So now we got just the 26 expert sacks to go for. So I think these just drop bigger quantities of all the other things. Maybe some higher meats and stuff. I don't think anything crazy. But I could get, I think, an even better Quetzal whistle blueprint. But I think I would need redwood logs for it, so I wouldn't even be able to upgrade it. But we could also get the pet 1 in a 1,000 chance, so that could be crazy, right? 26 expert loots. Bam. And there's the raw moonlight antelopes. Just stacking them up. More herbs and stuff. All right, come on. Give me the Guild Hunter stuff. Please. 19. There we go. There's our second piece, Guild Hunter top. Plus we got 50 Quetzal fees. What'd I say? I needed 60, so I just need 10 more to unlock everything. Boom, Guild Hunter top. 2 more and 16. Probably unlikely, but we can still hope for it. Let's go. Boom. 14. Money, herbs, logs. 10 more to go. It's crunch time. 8. Pet. 7. Pet. 6. How about that pet? All right, 5 left. Doesn't look like I'm going to get the Guild Hunter stuff, but I could still get one more thing. 4. 3. 2. And there's my 60 Quetzal feed, so I'm at least happy about that. And very last one, could it possibly be the pet? What everybody always wants. Bam. Imagine. Okay, so we got pretty much everything I wanted minus the Guild Hunter legs and Guild Hunter boots, which is not a big deal. I mean, if I want to train Hunter more, which I might, because I mean, 83 Hunter, I could go for Dragon Implings, get the Amulets of Glory, right? But at the same time, I now have enough giant seaweed, and I just need to mine the sand in the desert. Go away, you fool. Not gonna look back at the camera. But if I just mine about 12,000 buckets of sand, which wouldn't take that long, maybe a few hours, then I do lunar diplomacy, and then I just craft all that, and I'll be at 75 crafting. So we are getting close on two different ways, two different methods to get those amulets of glory. So we are gonna get there. Which way? Maybe crafting, but being able to catch dragon implings would be really cool too, because they also drop dragon bones and stuff. Not the craziest, but it'd just be cool to be able to do, right? So bunch of loot, a lot of herbs, which I love to see. We even got magic logs, other logs, meats, sun-kissed bones. We'll figure out what to do with those. Bone shards, a little bit of cash. We are starting to run low. I've spent it all on runes and stuff, so I need to start figuring out how to make money. But now we can make all the Quetzal spots. So let's see how we actually make the Quetzal areas, because we have to build them. I think we need soft clay and stuff. So if I do all 6, I'll need 24 soft clays and 18 limestone bricks. So now I can carry most hunting essentials in here, which is really nice, including the ropes for when you get lizard rumors. And you can also put the rings of pursuit in there, which is really cool. Those are used for catching the razorback kebets. With that, it makes that rumor super, super easy. Most people skip it, but if you have these rings, it's really, really easy. But with all the things I got in my bank, I could also put small fishing nets in there, but that's weird because those also go in the tackle box. So I could just buy extras and put them in there. I don't think I need... I'm going to take 5 fishing nets out of here. Put them in here, because those are for catching lizards as well. So yeah, boom. Now the Huntsman's kit was actually... I'm probably more glad I got that over, like... I'm glad I didn't get a Guild Hunter item instead of the Huntsman's kit, because I think this has more use. Just, it's super easy now. My inventory doesn't have to be cluttered when doing rumors. So I really like that. All right, we got the perfect amount of Quetzal feed, soft clay, and limestone bricks. So now we're going to go repair all those spots. It looks like maybe I can take like half of these at a time. All right, the first one we're going to build is here, right outside the Fortis Coliseum. This spot right here, Quetzal. I didn't bring any materials. Let's see if we can just build it. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now we got a new Quetzal landing site. The next spot is here, just south of the main city. That's where the last one we built is, and that's where... this one is right here. Quetzal build spot landing site. Another Quetzal happy. Well, it's still Renu, but you know. Then even further south by the colossal worm remains. That's the agility course. That's how we got our boner squirrel. And then this one is probably the most important one. We're at Ralos Rise, I think, and this is right by the Camtorum entrance, which that's where you do the Perilous Moons boss. So this is a nice one to get built. Also, look, there's a ninja impling there, which I can catch if I have a net. I've never caught a ninja impling in my life, I don't think. Holy crap, let's go to a bank and come right back. All right, hopefully he's still here. It's only gone for a moment. Last time I saw him fly over this way. Oh, there he is. Ninja impling. They don't even look like anything special. I would think it's just like an earth impling or something. Bam. Caught him, and we got Mystic Boots. Okay, sure, why not? All right, just 2 left. We got Castoria over here, which that's where the Black Warlocks are. That's a rumor to catch the butterflies, so that'll be nice to have unlocked because it's a long run. Also, it's closer to the gem crab, I think. And this spot is... I don't think it's closer to gem crab. It might still be faster to go to Tau to Klon, run around there to gem crab, but from here to there, maybe that's a slightly faster. There's a Quat farming patch here, which is interesting. And, oh, there's a fruit tree here. I didn't know that. That'll be good for later. And then that leaves just one more, and that's in the northern area. And I think this is where we want to do our next activity. The Quetzalcoatl Gorge. We have to run to Salvager Outlook. I haven't been here too much. I haven't really done anything here except run through for some clue scrolls, I think. Let's see, is that the Quetzal? That's in such a weird spot. No, I think over here, Auburn Valley. This is where we're aiming for now. There's also a ferry ring there, which is nice. And a bank. So yeah, I've never been down in this area. I've never seen this before. This is interesting. Salvager outlook. I don't know what to do here. There's bronze bars and cabbages. I don't know. Maybe a gridlocked Iron Man would be nice here. There's a furnace. General store. Doesn't seem to be too much going on here. Twilight Temple, Tower. This must be something to do with like quests or bossing. Tower of Ascension sounds pretty cool. But yeah, that's where our last Quetzal is. Boom. Built the Quetzal landing site. And now we have access to all over the world of Farlamore. Let's go. So there's nowhere in the game that sells packs of butterfly jars. So here's kind of a moment of truth for me. You can see my cash stack is dwindling, but this could be a big moment because since you can't buy packs of butterfly jars, you have to buy them like an inventory at a time. So now I want to see if I buy all those butterfly jars, can we store them in the Huntsman's kit? Yes, we can. Oh my gosh. Perfect. Oh, that's so good. I don't have to run to the bank and back. Oh, this is great. Okay, so we're gonna buy like, I don't know, 1,000 of these maybe. I'm really glad I got the Huntsman kit even more now because I can hold these jars in here. I also forgot to mention, doing the Perilous Moons quest, it actually got me to level 58 Slayer, which is enough for Cave Horse to get the Black Mask. And also my last requirement besides a couple quests for the Mortania Hard Diary. So we got everything crossed off for requirements besides Lair of Tarn Reslore, which I need to do anyways for an elite clue. Dwarf Cannon, which is like 10-second quest, and Haunted Mine, which can be tough at an early level, but at my level it should be a piece of cake. So now to put these to use, let's catch some moonlit moths. I've never done it before. I mean, I've seen them in here, so this must be the way to do it. Hopefully I don't need to do anything else special to catch them besides, you know, getting 75 Hunter. I could have done it a little bit earlier because these trappers tipples, that's hard to say. Trappers tipples, these all spawn here. They give you +2, that's a beer, glass. They give you +2 Hunter, so I could have just grabbed these and wouldn't caught some. All right, we drained our prayer a little bit. Let's see it in action. +22 prayer. Release. Bam, and look at that. That increased our prayer points. Holy crap. What? Oh my god, this is huge. I don't have to rely on Ranars, which are so hard to come by. Oh my gosh. So the issue with these is that it looks like you can only use them once versus, you know, 4-dose prayer potions. So there will be particular places where prayer potions will be way better than Moonlit Moths, but that's okay. Oh my gosh. So I just read that I can turn the Moonlight Moth into a Moonlit Moth mix, which gives it, I think, 2 doses. All the raw meats I got, I can use to make the mix. Okay, that's great. So these can double their effectiveness and become even greater. That's awesome. So yeah, I might just catch a couple inventories of these and catch more later when I really need them, because I'm not doing Slayer right now. I want to get into fletching. We got 47 fletching. That's one of our skills we've been slacking on the most. That and rune crafting, which we haven't done at all. That's all XP lamps from random events, basically. So yeah, fletching is the next thing I want to work on. I think at a high enough level, especially with my hunter, I can make the Sunlight Hunter's crossbow. That's supposed to be really good. I need fletching anyways for Sins of the Father quest, and I just want to try out the Veil Totem, so I'm actually going to do that now. Start Veil Totem's mini quest. So you gotta carve the animals. There's a snake, a scorpion, and a buffalo. I don't know if it matters which one. Put a shield on there, getting some XPs. There we go, I'd say that's the totem finished. The tree goes back into the ground, and I guess you get bonus XP. So, okay, you can claim offerings. 100 offerings, okay. All right, buffalo, eagle, snake. We can do willow, buffalo, eagle, snake. And then, what, we gotta make 4 longbows. Boom, decorate it. Oh yeah, that's some good XP, look at that. Oh yeah. You've already added as many decorations as possible to the totem. So yeah, it looks like there is a cooldown time, I guess. And so that's why you'd run to the other ones, right? Okay, cool. So we're gonna do this for a while. Let's see where we first turn. Let's first see where we turn in the. Maybe it's Ranulph. Aha! Was it End Branch? 20 veil research points. What is that? Are those research points? Fletching knife. 350. I know these are things I'd want to get. 250. Greenman mask. I don't think I want to trade. Isn't there somewhere where to like get random loot? Okay, so we can rummage through the offerings and then we can find loot in there. So I'm just gonna, oh man, how many is a lot? So you need 100 for one loot. So this could take a while because the bowstring is 1 in 200. Fletching knife's a 1 in 333. Greenman mask, I don't know what that is, but that's a 1 in 500. And then I guess if you get super unlucky, you can use those research points to buy the things you missed out on. I don't know what the end branch is. I don't know if that's a pet or something, but yeah, so we're probably going to do this for a while between this and mining sand and then maybe do lunar diplomacy. We're going to be working on a few things. Fletching for now, I think. So, yeah. Right, I'm back here with... We're only at 55 fletching, but it's taking me a lot of time to cut maples as I do it, so I figured I'm gonna do the quest Throne of Miscellanea, because I can just get, you know, tons of maples that way, come back in like a week, and get back to this, because you just get so many from your kingdom. And then, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna also do Tarn's Lair, or the Lair of Tarn Razorlore, or whatever. Little mini quest, but I have to do Haunted Mine to get it done, and so I can do my Elite Clue, and hopefully I can finish that, and then I'll open the few clues I have in my bank. But first, we have, I think, 32 offerings here, correct? So, I don't know exactly what I can get out of these, but I'm just gonna rummage them. Oh. Oh, this is sad. Ent branch. The heck is that? Well, you get multiple of them, so it must not be that good. U-roots actually isn't that bad. Okay. What the heck were they all these dirty arrow tips and then suddenly not anymore? Getting anima-infused bark. This is all like wood cutting stuff, huh? The bale of flax, though, that could be good passive crafting XP. Kind of seems like mostly junk, though. Ooh, the magic roots is really good. There's potions that require that, and magic roots take forever to get because you have to grow a magic tree. And then you get like 2 or 3 roots from that, and then you gotta do it all over again. So, not terrible, I guess? I don't know. I mean, we didn't get anything rare, I don't think. I don't know what the heck an Ent branch is for. Let's see. Ent branch is an item received from the Veil Totems minigame. Duh. Primarily used to fletch atlatl dart shafts. I see. And that's the shafts used for the atlatl... I don't know what the full weapon name is, but it's the ranged weapon you get from Perilous Moons. Alright, so we're gonna go do those few questersons right now. Start the Throne of Miscellanea quest. Let's do it. Okay, so for the record, this out of the 102, I've done 102 quests so far. This is by far the worst quest I've done on this account. Honestly, I didn't remember it being this bad, but I just spent 30 to 45 minutes chopping maples. 5 minutes talking to this guy in here, and then pretty much through the whole quest, you go here, you go there, you go here, you go there, you go here again, you go there again, and then you go here, you go there, you go here, you go there, and then maybe you're done after chopping trees for 30, 45 minutes, and now the quest is done. There's no life to that quest. That one's just horrible. Oh my gosh. I forgot how bad this one was. But this should be the last step of the quest. One whole I skipped it. One whole quest point, but we can now manage our kingdom, which is what we need to do. We want no mining, no fishing. Let's go full on wood. Oh yeah, that's everything. I thought there was more to this. Maybe there's another quest you have to do here to gain more, but this is it, maples. This is why I'm doing this. All in maples, they put 10k in there for me. That's in their coffers. I'm gonna put, let's see, I have 426k. I'm putting 400k in that bad boy. Yep, pretty much all my money. Oh, my stack isn't white anymore. It's yellow. It's been a long time since that. But there we go. 400k in there. We come check that in a few days, I guess. That quest was horrible. And we still have a couple more to do. So now we need to do the Lair of Tarn Razorlore, which requires Haunted Mine. The Abandoned Mine, southwest of Mauritania. We just bring some combat gear and I guess we go for it. And start the Haunted Mine quest. And the battle begins. We basically fight this guy. I don't know what attack cell he uses, but he goes all the way around the room. I don't have much run energy, so this is going to be a pain in the butt. I'm just going to prayer mage, maybe. Basically, you got to follow him around the room. He haunts all these objects. You just got to kill him. And that's the quest completed. Nice and simple. I wish I brought some run energy potions or something. Obviously brought way too much food, but access to Tartan's Lair, which is the mini quest we're going to do. And we got 83 strength, actually. That's kind of funny. And here we fight the big guy. And they're defeated. We get the diary, and I think that's the end of the mini quest. Let's see, Lair of Tarn Resolor. So we finished it, and we got the clue scroll I wanted, so we can get out of here. All right, it's not much, but maybe we could get the mole slippers, the ranger boots, a heraldic shield, and maybe a third age, you know. Let's see it. Boom, mole slippers. Thank you. Oh, that was an item, but it turned into cabbages. 2, 3. Oh, okay. New collection log slot. Not bad. Monk's Robe Tea. I think up the top one. So I think those might be more rare. I could be making that up. I don't know. So we got one collection log. So that's perfectly fine if I don't get anything else. Oh, wrong feet. Oh, no. Boom. Now we got bare feet. How about that? So 2 collection logs, and there's still 2 more left. Let me reorganize these again. Boom. Mole slippers. And... okay, so actually really good for beginner clues, you know. We're not going to check the collection logs. There's not too much done. Let's just open them. Boom. All right, we got Lunar Isle teleports. Those will be handy pretty soon after we complete Lunar Diplomacy. Bam. We got an Ancient Stole and a Blue Boater. Not bad. And a little bit of cash. That's 2 collection logs in one. All right. And... more Lunar Isle teleports. That's probably not a bad clue. That's 80k. Sure. And then 2 hards. Just give me the heraldic shield. Or a magic short bow. That's all I want right now, particularly. But I'll take lots of things. Okay. A little bit of cash, some runes, firelighters, you know. And... bam. Oh, there we go. Another magic short bow. Huge. Plus some other stuff. That might be new also, the Ceridemon page. Piscator's teleports are nice. Bunch of candy. That was a 219k clue. Basically 220k. Alright, so that's actually really good. Now I can keep my short bow and don't have to put it back in the group bank. So, total win. And then last, but certainly not least, but perhaps, you know how elites go. Third age, let's see it. Oh, that got me excited for some reason, the Dragonstone bracelet. I don't know why, but you know, it could have been an Amulet of Glory, but we're working towards Amulet of Glory. These aren't bad things. Now the teleports are actually really good. That was a 400k. Boom. Really not too bad. I can't complain whatsoever. So I had about 1,000 or so willow logs in the bank, and then I chopped a few maples down while just doing this, but I think I'll actually have enough for 62 fletching, which is the requirement for Sins of the Father. So I don't really need to check Kingdom and Miscellanea. I mean, it's good to have it done, and it's good to get resources, but there we go. 62 fletching. So I really didn't have to worry about it, but I want to get all the quests done anyways. That's like the ultimate goal, you know? So we still have, what, 69 quests left? Nice. But let's check out the Sins of the Father, besides the quest requirements. Boom, Sins of the Father. Check that out. All the requirements finally crossed off. We got the combat level, but we don't have Taste of Hope, but we should be able to do that. That requires Darkness of Hallowvale, and that is a quest we have all the requirements for, so looks like we might be getting that done today, or, you know, in this video, so let's go. Now I'm gonna go pick up the rest of these offerings that I left around, and we can see what we get from those as well. So we got 5,700 Veil offerings, which means 57 poles, you could say, so let's see a collection log. More magic roots, I guess, would be good. Let's see what we get. I'd really like to get the fletching knife just to make fletching faster for future fletching, but let's see what we got here. I mean, seeds are fine. Limpwort, I'm actually completely out of limpwort seeds, so that's cool. Bone shards, dirty arrow tips, animate infused bark. I know that's good for forestry, but I think you just need a ton of it, so I don't know if that really matters. Pineapple seed, that's useful. Farming XP. Maple seeds, there's maple roots. I don't remember if those are useful for anything. Apple tree seeds. There we go. There's the magic roots. This is kind of filling up our inventory pretty fast. 30 more to go. More bales of flax, which is good for kind of AFK crafting XP. Which I think that's why you want the spool from this that can hold bowstrings. 20 left. More seeds. Papaya tree seed. 14 left. Nothing crazy yet. Some bird nests. I might run out of room here. Okay. All right, we got 8 more left. I don't know if I just took some extra offerings I had in the bank, but here we go. Cadava berry seeds. That's so random. I'm okay with the seeds, besides those. That's weird. And that's all of them. Okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and do that Darkness of Hallowvale quest, which is a requirement for another quest, which is a requirement for Sins of the Father. Start the Darkness of Hallowvale quest. Oh boy, it's this quest. Remember being here? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, our favorite place. I hope they make use of this place for other stuff later on because, I mean, it's actually kind of a cool town. It is a maze, but there could be a lot they could do with this. I think I remember seeing like a post about putting an agility course that just goes like all the way through there. But I mean, it's just so much area that's just kind of wasted, right? You know, that'd be cool if they did something here, you know, in the future. All right, since I need to go all the way back to Burg de Rot, and this isn't going to be the only time, probably, I'm actually going to go ahead and do the Mauritania Diary so I can get those pants to teleport to Burg de Rot, because I definitely want to have those for the Sins of the Father quest, because I'm probably going to die to the boss multiple times, and just having a quick teleport back is going to be super helpful and make it way less annoying. So I'm going to get to that now, I suppose. Okay, so I just took care of some of the prerequisites for the diaries. I think I'm prepared for everything now. I'm going to have to get some items out of my bank, but everything should be crossed off as far as requirements go. I just did the Dwarf Cannon quest for making cannonballs at Port Phasmatis. That very short quest, very easy. I think I have everything possible, so let's get this show on the road. I also just realized this says to enter a Kirill portal in your player-owned house. I'm surprised I haven't even thought about the Kirill teleport. That's on the, the spellbook from the Ancient Magic spellbook from Desert Treasure. So we're actually going to go switch to that, build a portal in our house, and then, because we'll be using that a lot anyway, so we'll do that first. All right, we're here with what I believe is all of the resources. We're going to build a portal space. Got the 3 teak planks. All right, we got Kirill portal. Boom. Took 100 law runes, 100 blood runes. Actually, super nice portal to have in your house. And bam, that's Mauritania Hard Diary. And we're also back here. We'll be using that the whole time, so perfect, right? And get a Mazkna Slayer task. So I did actually have to finish my previous Slayer task to do this, and it was a Warped Jellies task from Konar, which I love Jellies tasks. See, assignment, Mazkna, 15 Wall Beasts. Okay, so this is a low guy. Wall Beast is very, very low requirement, but we don't have to do it. We just had to get the task. We get to plant our Scarecrow. Look at that. That totally looks like a Scarecrow, huh? I guess. Whatever. And here we talk to Les Sabres. Les Sabres. How do you say Les Sabres? Oh yeah, we're talking to Les Sabres to get our rewards for the Easy Diary. Yes, please. These plate legs are a symbol of your exploration of Mauritania. You can use them to teleport to the slime pit beneath. Okay, that's cool. You can teleport there twice a day. There's a chance gas will ignore you in the swamp, and you'll receive a 2.5 increase in Slayer XP when on assignment in the Slayer Tower. Okay. Well, thanks. Sure. Let's antique lamp. I think it's 2500 XP. Put in herb lore, as always. And as I mentioned before, I did just do a jelly task, which did get me 4 hard caskets. I was able to complete all the hard clues, which is nice. So I do want to see that heraldic shield. Any upgrades? We haven't had anything super juicy yet, or at least not in a long time. So let's get just anything juicy. I'll let you decide what that would be. First casket. Boom. That's not a bad clue scroll. These are all decent, I guess. Rune Cane's new. Stupid Master Scroll. I'm not even going to look at it right now. We're just going to throw that in there. Chances are we can't do it, but we'll check that out later. Now's not the time. Second casket. Boom. Okay, we got another Armadillo page. I think that might be our 3rd one, actually. Casket. Ooh, I like that one. Sertiman Kite Shield's cool. Maybe the Ancient page is new, too? War Blessing's actually not new, surprisingly. Looks like the Ancient page wasn't new, so that's our first duplicate page, it looks like. Ancient page 3, yep. Then last but not least, I really do like this Sertiman Kite Shield. Look at that. That's sick. Last clue. Cash. I mean, candies and cash. If only I could turn the candies into cash, that'd be nice, because this stack of candies right there is 206k. But, not too bad. See, I do like the shield. We got this Rune Cane. Kind of pimped out a little bit. Straight pimping. I have no idea what Trouble Brewing is. Does anyone actually know? Has anyone done it before? Well, probably, because you gotta do it for the task, but our team lost. We had 27 points. I don't get how this works. Well, I didn't do anything, but I did complete the diary for that, so let's go. Alright, talk to Le Sabre again. Completed our medium tasks. See, I've upgraded your Mauritania legs. They've now got 5 daily slime pit teleports. Dude in Port Faz Medibidis will exchange some bone meal for bones, which is not bad. 5% increase in Slayer Tower XP, which is actually decent. And then this is maybe 5k XP for Herblore. 7,500, not too bad, not too shabby whatsoever. All right, now we just got the hard left to do. Look at all those requirements. Yeah, we did all those. We did it. So step 1, we need to plant and harvest bitter caps. I already planted a mushroom spore here earlier, so I wouldn't have to wait for it. Boom, got our mushroom. Don't know if those are useful for anything. Oh, you get more than one, okay. All right, next we need to get the watermelon. So I'm really hoping the watermelons have grown. If they were poisoned and diseased, I'm gonna be so upset, but I planted them like a week or 2 ago, I think. Well, moment of truth, I really hope. I mean, I put, you know, ultra compost on it, so just super unlucky if I don't get this. And they're grown, thank you, okay. I was a bit nervous about that. I didn't want to have to wait for watermelon patch to grow. So I didn't know it before, but I came here for the easy diary, and if I just had activated Piety Prayer, which required 70, you know, pray, and then I prayed here, I would have gotten the hard task completed. So this is the part I'm mostly unsure about. We have to do a hard temple trick, which I'm not very familiar with, but let's try it out. We're gonna take the long route, so I think that's a lot of less battles that we have to do. I'm pretty sure you don't have to battle anything if you do it. I'm mostly worried about the NPC dying, because I'm just not very familiar with how this goes. Okay, I didn't think, I was like, what's happening? We came all the way here, and what do we do? Can I just evade the event? Oh, yeah. So I evaded, and it looks like we made it all the way, and that's all we had to do. Wait, this is the easiest thing ever. Temple tricking's not normally this easy, is it? I didn't have to do anything. And we got a reward token. What the heck? XP tome? We got 1,200 woodcutting experience for doing 10 seconds worth of stuff. Okay, well that was super easy. And boom, that was everything. Super, super easy. Okay. We just go back to Canifis and we're done. Well done, you'll be wanting your reward, of course. I've upgraded your Mauritania legs for you. You can now pick double Mortmire fungi in the swamp, which is actually really good for making, you know, potions. Get more experience from burning shades, receive more runes from barrows. That's a really good one too. Robin will exchange more bone meal for bones each day. 7.5% increase in Slayer XP. And the Disciples Active Fungus has something for you too. I don't know what that is, but now the Mauritania legs 3, look at this. Berg teleport. Boom. And here we are. Also, I think the disciples have the bone crusher for us, right? Let's talk to them. Do I need a ghost speak amulet? Ooh, woo, woo. Well, let me go get my ghost speak amulet. Let's put this antique lamp in Herblore. Boom, 15k Herblore experience, and that's level 63, so I think we can make super restores now. Yeah, look at that. Very nice. Talk to the disciple again. Can I have another bone crusher, please? There we go. Bone crusher, check it. Really cool to have. Like, you know, if you're not wanting to pick up big bones or regular bones. So we'll charge that up at some point, but most importantly, we got the Berg teleport, which we've already seen, but it takes us right to Berg de Rat, which is where we're going to be questing and stuff. So huge, huge to get. Very nice to have. I'm glad we got that out of the way. Now we'll work on, what were we on? Darkness of Hollowvale or something? Yeah, Darkness of Hollowvale. We can finish that now. And there we go. Darkness of Hollowvale is complete. We did have to teleport back to Berg de Rat at least 3 times after I've already been halfway through the quest. So already paying off. Really glad I got the Mauritania legs 3. Then I don't know, Tome of Experience. I guess that goes into anything. Herblore, I suppose. Another, I mean, it's only 2k, but we can use it again. Oh. Another 2k. Use it again. Oh. Another 2k. Okay, so 6k Herblore XP. Not bad. All right, so now we can do a Taste of Hope, which is the last quest required to do Sins of the Father. So let's get the items required for that and see if we can get this done real quick. It says this guy can be safe spotted, but I can't find a single safe spot it's talking about. Well, this is the longest range I got, and he's still attacking me. What the heck? It said long range weapon. Is this not a long ranged weapon? Am I stupid? Oh no, I guess it's not long enough. This is just what I figured out. It doesn't explain to do this at all. It just says he's safe spottable, and this is the best way I found to do it. And then he can only peek out from around the corner. Hopefully, this long range, long bow is long ranged enough to deck him. Okay, here we go. This is probably going to take like 10 minutes. I was done with this quest like an hour ago. I'm so sick of it. Having to run back through the town, teleport to the mines, mine all the ores to get back, to get a shortcut back, even though it's still the long run. It's just annoying. So I'm using this weapon on rapid now, still from the same range, so I don't understand what long ranged, maybe that's just purely based on the XP you get. Maybe I'm just an idiot. Maybe there's something I'm missing out on. Whatever, I have a true long ranged weapon, I guess, even though I'm not using it on long range. But this is working. I've probably been here for 6 minutes. We're getting there. And we got him. Let's go. And he's defeated. And don't get me wrong, the story is cool here. You know, fighting back against the vampires who've been enslaving all the residents of Mauritania forever for the last 100 years. But, you know, the quests just suck. And quest completed. We didn't get much, although maybe the Tome of Experience is nice. But we did get the Draken's Medallion, which gives us some teleports. I don't think we can use all these, but we can see. Let's first use the Tome. Herbal, of course. 2500 herbal XP. And do it again. Oh, we can do it again. 3 times. All right, so 7500 herbal XP, not bad. That just leaves Sins of the Father, which we have all the requirements for. And we begin. Sins of the Father. Oh boy, very hard quest. Well, we've done everything up to this point. We are at the final boss of the quest. Very hard fight. Will I be able to do it on my first try? I highly doubt it. It's been a couple of years since I've done this quest. These are my stats. You know, nothing crazy. They're not horrible, but we're going to go ahead and do this. I'm ready. Got to lure him into this red thing. I think I can't come within 1 square of this. We're good? Nice. When I attack him, I need to look away because there's like no time to prepare for one of his attacks. So remember, this is the best method of dealing with him. I don't have to walk far away, I just can't be looking at him. This is going okay. See that stir in the darkness? Yeah, since I turned around right away, I didn't take damage there. I think that usually does like a crap ton of damage. But the last phase is really the hard part, when all the thunder starts striking. And I think if I die, I have to buy my items back. So hopefully that's not too expensive, because I'm really low on money. I don't have to like buy them back fully, but there's like a price, you know. All right, part 2. This is the hard part. The scary part. Okay, now I gotta pay attention. There's thunder everywhere. It hits really easily. It's really hard to tell if it's underneath you. But I don't think he does any of the blinding attacks or anything. So I step away when I know there's not thunder. There's thunder there. No! That's big damage. Now is the time not to panic. That's what we don't want to do. There's one there. Oh. Bad. Come on. Oh no, I was so close. No. Damn. I lost my pants too. Dang it, I had it. I had it. Let's see, moment of truth. How much is my items gonna cost? Collect from Velioff Hertz. 80k! Oh, 50k coffer. Looks like I'm gonna die again. Yeah, I ran out of food. It was bad RNG in the first half. That really sucks. I feel like I had way less food. That's big stinky. Man, she just does too much damage outside of the lightning. Can't do it. So close. It's the damage, man. No matter what you do. Apparently turning off the 117 HD plugin also makes it easier to see the lightning, so turn it off. We're going regular old school mode. Let's go. Oh yeah, it's a lot easier to see the shadows. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Just don't panic. This is it. This is the moment. This is it. Oh my gosh, I finally did it. 4th try, let's go. There we go, not too bad. Turning off the HD really made it a lot easier to see what was going on. And there we go, Sins of the Father completed. Super hard quest, something we've been working towards for a really long time. So it's nice to finally get this out of the way. All right. And you know what that means. We now have access to a new agility course, which we're going to look into because I've never done it before. So that's exciting. Let's see. We got this Tome of Experience. We're going to put it all into Herb Lore. See, that's 15k XP. 30k XP. That's 64 Herb Lore. Oh my gosh. We still got more. I already lost track of how much I put in here. How much XP is that? Another one? Oh my gosh, it keeps going. The Infinite Book, Tome of Experience. It's still going. 65 Herb Lore. Now we might be able to make super defenses, I'm not sure. Sure, just keep it going. Maybe it's just infinite. Okay, there we go. Tons of Herb Lore experience. Well, anyways, that's going to be the end of the episode. In the next one, I'm not sure what we're going to do. Maybe try some agility. Something else. We've been working towards this for a while, so now we need some new goals. So, I'll see you guys later in the next one. See you later. Bye-bye. Later.